All right, sorry about that, guys. It was just a little late there, just by like 2 minutes or so. Had some stuff I had to do this morning, so you know how that goes. Anyway, guys, happy Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday for those who like to go out to the bars and drink. Let's make sure that we get some drinks on me today for getting a win. So I'm just gonna kind of jump right into it here. Uh, obviously, we're looking at him. Well, not obviously, but we're looking at hymns right now. So you can see what we got going on because you know that we got into a hymns play. I'll bring that up right over here. What is this? This is SPY. So we got the hymns play right here that we decided to do yesterday. For everybody that's been following along. Good morning, Steezy. What's up, Brody? Uh, like I said, so we got into hymns play yesterday. The chart was looking good. You can clearly see we're up. I posted yesterday when it hit a really low. I think it was like $800 or something like that. It was like 50% on that play. So I posted it up in the channel if you guys followed along. You know, I told you guys to take some profits. 50% is a good area to take profits at. I normally try to shoot for 30%. So we're currently at 30% right now. So I'm just going to kind of let this one ride out a little bit. I still think we have some more downside, obviously. You guys know my future prediction. So that's the position that we're in right now currently for hymns. You can clearly see that we had that gap down and we're pushing down. And now, right now, we have the 5 about to cross the 50. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that the 5 will cross the 50. Sometimes we see a little bounce right here. You'll see it kind of just go under the 50, kind of how it is right now. The candles kind of go under the 50, and then you'll see that rebound. So we might see that right here at the 23 level. We might see a little support action try to gain right there, because you can clearly see that right here is also a little support area, and then you have this engulfing candle right up over here. So, but like I said, we're shooting for the gap down, which is not even right there. I don't know why. It's actually right there, which is crazy. So let's actually fix that really quick. I think I did this yesterday too. I did the same thing yesterday. I want to be on top of the wick. Anyway, so you can see kind of where we're going and what I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for this gap fill right here. Now that doesn't mean that we're going to get the gap fill, because we do also have a support right here. So we got a breakthrough right here first at the 23 level and then continue to push down. Now, like I said, this is the daily on here. So the daily looks really good to me. We're still pushing down pretty hard. Like I said, we're keeping that momentum up, and right here, you can see that, like I said, we're going to maybe bounce off the 23, maybe, because like I said, this is kind of a little bit of a support area right here. So we're going to have to make sure that we break through right here. So we hopefully we can get a little more confidence with the bread bot here, because obviously we have the EMA and RSI flip right here between the 5 crossing the 13 to continue this big push with this gap up. Let's see if the 5 can give us that momentum down. So like I said, we're in a good position over here. You can clearly see now we're up 680. Let's just look at it over here. Hymns. And like I said, if you guys followed along on the play, congratulations. Like I said, right here would be a great time to take profits. Um, we still have a nice wash, and we're still continuing lower. We'll probably still continue, like I said, we'll probably still continue to go lower. Morning, Toby. How's it going, brother? So let's hopefully we can break out of that, like I said, 23 level. Right now we're at 2363, so we're pretty close. And like I said, we're really good in profits right now. So if you guys want to exit out of the position, you can. Got in late, couldn't get into this position. Yeah, unfortunately, we got in yesterday. We got in right up over here, or over here, I think. Or no, we got in Tuesday. Sorry, we got in Tuesday. So we got in 2 days ago. That's right. Sorry. So we got in 2 days ago. That's right. Right here in this candle when we were just above the 50, I think, right here. And I was like, I think we're going under the 50. And we did. And you can see right here, this is also what gives me a little bit more confidence. Here, I'm just going to zoom in here for you so you guys can see it a lot better. Obviously, these are the daily candles here. So I got the confidence when it closed under the 50 as well. I was already pretty confident because we had the 5 cross the 13 right here, which gave us the indicator. So if you guys are in the Earner Plus, obviously you got the indicators right here. And then we had that push down. So we came all the way up right here. I think we tested. Yeah, it looks like we tested the 13 and the 5. And it said, not today, Ray Ray. And it pushed her back down right here. And then it closed right under the 50. So I was like, yes, we closed under the 50. So if we close under the 50, that means that we should, not saying that we always do, we should, probability wise, the outcome is pretty high. We should continue down in this channel. And that's kind of what we're doing right here. So we had yesterday, push all the way down to 23.28, pushed all the way back up, not necessarily testing the 50, but pretty close, got right up there. And then obviously we opened up right over here today where we kind of pushed up and now we're pushing back down. So like I said, these are the momentum plays a little bit. These are the plays that I'm looking for too as well when I'm day trading and when I'm doing 0 DTEs, also when we're swing trading. So like I said, these are the type of stuff that I'm looking for. This is just one example. We're going to go through many different examples, and we're going to also go through quite a bit of different strategies and different patterns that you can recognize. So like, you know, like a great one that we have also that's like in the Discord. Here, hold on. I got to go over here really quick. That's also in the Discord. Mo has a great one about a double bottom. Now I'm going to be teaching things about a cup and handle pattern, a W pattern, a double bottom pattern, a double top, and just like, you know, stuff like that. Just a whole bunch of different. Okay, I think I'm back. Can you guys let me know in the chat if I'm back? It said I disconnected. I don't know if I reconnected. Let me see here. Am I good? Yeah, all right. Sorry. Sometimes I get spotty internet. Sometimes it cuts in, cuts out. It said it disconnected, now we're reconnected. So as I was saying, we're going to be learning about double bottoms and you know, different patterns. So I just wanted to bring this up too right here for learning, obviously. So if you guys are in the Discord and you guys want to learn a couple of different candle patterns and patterns in general, lesson number 2 right here, or sorry, lesson number 1, same one, is a double bottom. Now this double bottom also looks like a W pattern, but it's not a W pattern. It's close to a W pattern, but it's not. This is what a double bottom would look like. So I look for these all the time, especially when day trading. We can hear you. Okay, cool. Thanks. What's up, P the Don? What's up, bro? I hope you're doing well, brother. I really do. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you around in the Discord in a little bit. I figured you're just out there grinding. Anyway, so we're going to be learning about different patterns and stuff. So if you guys want to learn about patterns and stuff like that, this is the place to be. We're going to be testing out different theories. Now, if you guys have different theories or anything else like that that you want to learn or know about, hit them in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want to you know, learn about and stuff like that. I'm just going to kind of go through what I look for on a regular basis. I keep it really simple. I only look for like about 3 to 4 different patterns, really. Most of those being 1, a couple cup and handle, 2, a double bottom, 3, a double top, and then also I look for the W pattern too as well. So those are the 4 main ones that I look for. Yes, sir. Jewelry company been doing best sales, got busy. Hell yeah, dude. I love to hear that. I love to hear when sales are doing good, bro. That's what I like to hear. Making sure you're eating. So anyway, like I said, we're going to be learning about See, and this is really great to know that Mo says right here. The bullish double bottom, or what I like to call the bullish W pattern, has jumped up and has given me the opportunity to share the two picks side by side. Keep in mind, it doesn't guarantee a move up, but statistically speaking, we will move up more times than down. And that's exactly what we're looking for. So, and it's exactly what Mo said. It doesn't guarantee a move. Just because that pattern plays out or it is playing out does not mean it's going to move in said direction. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. So, like I said, that's what we're going to be looking for moving forward. So this is the play that I got going on with you guys. And yeah, I know you said that you're really late, Toby. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. You might be able to still catch it right here, brother, if you really wanted to try it. If you get that 5 cross in the 50 right here, to me, that's a great indication that you can still get in. I just got in early. I got in early. Normally, sometimes you'll get burned if you get in early. So like for me, for example, the day wasn't over yet. This didn't even close. We were technically like right up here on the daily. This could have easily reversed right back up. Easily. No questions asked. That could have easily done that. We do have that gap up to 28.55. So like I said, that could have easily happened. It could still easily reverse here too as well, because like I said, the 5 has not crossed the 50. So normally when we have the 5 cross the 50, it's not as strong as the 13 crossing the 50. When the 13 crosses the 50, it's almost, you get a big wash. When the 5 crosses the 50, you get like a smallish medium wash down. But also, you know, sometimes like I was just talking about before, you'll have these candles kind of curl back around. Same thing with the EMA. The 5 will kind of cross down a little bit, and then the 13 will get right around the 50 area, but then it will bounce up, and then it'll bounce up really hard. So you got to kind of, like I said, you got to play the odds on that one. So we're playing the hymns right now, so you kind of know where we are. Like I said, boom, look at that, 760 in profit right now. So I'm just gonna, so this is just, even though this is a paper trade, I'm just gonna show you an example right here. We're gonna close some of these positions here. So, you know what, let's just lock in, let's just say 3 contracts. 3 contracts. What's our average price right now? 167. Okay. And the last price is 243. So let's just get out at 260. That's a good limit price. Now we're going to set it as a limit price here, guys. You guys could sell it at the market, but me, I like doing price prediction. So I like hitting numbers. So 260 is good for me. That's a big play. Honestly, I should probably do a little less, maybe 255. But we're going to place it, so we're just going to lock in some profits here. So we'll have that queued up, and you can see it right here. Order entry. Where's my Nope, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want a new layout. I wanted a new indicator widget. Where is it? No, I already have the orders. Is it the order entry? It's not the order entry. Nope. Nope. It's not the positions because we already got a position. Maybe it just sold on. No, I still got 10. Oh, working. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I use a whole bunch of different platforms, so sometimes I get my things a little confused here. So we got it working over here. So I was in filled. I forgot. So in the orders tab right here, you have the canceled, the fail, all of them, and the ones that are working. So I got this 261 working right now. It looks like we hit that bounce right here again. Looks like it hit that support. So we might see some upward movement here for a possible rebound, but like I said, you see I got one queued up right here for 260. I'm only selling 3, so I'm looking to take a little bit of profit off the table if we even get down there. It doesn't look like it. Like I said, it looks like it's kind of reversing back up. So we will see here. I mean, after that big sell-off, I would expect a little bit of a movement upwards, in my opinion. Where'd my tab go? Just like disappeared. Weird. But orders. Oh, that's because I moved it in my other tab. You gotta be careful with that sometimes. So I accidentally put my, oh, no, that's not it either. Okay. Anyway, you can see our orders right here. Like I said, we're looking for 260. So like I said, we're going to queue that up. We're going to leave that there. Current price is sitting at 239. Still selling off a little bit. So anyway, let's get into some options here. Just hopped out of Andrew's live stream to get in here. Will you recap, please? Jen, no problem. I'll recap here really quick. This is going to be pretty fast because I've been talking about this for, I think, like 20 minutes already. Anyway, I'm going to go in here. So 2 days ago on my last live stream, we were looking at hymns. You can see right here, hymns. This is the play that we're in right now. So Tuesday right here, we got in Tuesday. I was anticipating a push down, which we got, but when we were here Tuesday, we were about halfway through the candle, which made me slightly nervous. I got in a little bit early without the confirmation under the 50 because, like I said, we had that sell off and I was keeping the momentum and playing a momentum play down. Obviously, we created a gap up, so when I got into the play, we were sitting around, what, $26? Mid-morning. Anyway, you can recap the Tuesday video if you want. You can go ahead and rewatch that one. I have it in my YouTube. You guys can all go there and watch it if you guys like to see exactly what I was looking at in my breakdown in there. So the quick breakdown is basically I got in right around here. Had a really good play come through, obviously, with the momentum, with the candle right here, pushing down under the 50, closing under the 50. That's really key here, guys. A candle closing under the 50. Now, it doesn't always guarantee that it will continue lower, but it is a sure sign that the momentum is still in continuation downwards or upwards, depending on what you're looking for. Obviously, we have a bearish take here, so I was looking to be bearish. We also had the confidence with the EMA and the RSI indicator right here with our breadbot, with the 5 crossing the 13, which, like I said, also made me believe we're going to get a little more push down here. Yesterday we did, obviously. We opened under the 50, which I liked. I was like, yes, this is good. Boom, solid. I like it. And then we had that big push down all the way to 23.24. And then we pushed back up to close like right up over here. And then we opened right down here and we still have that continuation down. Now what we're looking for is even more confirmation for the 5 to cross the 50. If the 5 crosses the 50, I expect a little bit more downside. What I'm ultimately looking for, I'm looking for the 13 to cross the 50. Now, because the 13, when it crosses the 50, you normally have a big wash down. And this is the daily that we're looking at here. Remember, this is the daily. This isn't the 5 minute, the 1 minute, the 15, ain't none of that. This is the daily. So this is the full momentum of the day. So like I said, that would be really great. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Also, like I said, we did create a gap up with that earnings, with that big push down. We have a support area around the 23 right here. As you can see over here on the far left side, you have this little small area of support and a little small area of support down here. Because boom, you had that big push up with the breaking of the Bollinger Band, and you know what that means. Normally when you have a breaking of the Bollinger Band, at least a double crust. This is a triple crust. So I expected some downside. You normally more times than not you see the downside, which is exactly what you got right here. And then you had that big push up, and then now again we're having the breaking of the Bollinger Band, and then we had it come back down. But the biggest thing that happened here, also too as well, we did break above that. We created a new higher high, obviously, for the channel. Not all-time highs, but just a new higher high in this little time frame that we're looking at here, obviously. And then boom, we had earnings, and then we pushed back down. So we might see some more consolidation. Remember, we're looking at patterns and things like that. So if this looks almost identical to this one. 3 breaks right here, right? 3 breaks right here, push down, push down. So that might happen right here. And that's why also I'm looking at this 23 level here, because we could have this consolidation for possibly another push back up to fill this gap. But for me personally, I'm looking to fill this gap down here. So if we can continue this momentum down, I would very much enjoy that. The bigger key thing here too as well is that you see that the 5 didn't even really cross the 50. It did a little bit, right here, but it didn't confirm, and it pushed back down. This one confirmed above. So this could also mean too as well that we kind of head up here. So we'll see. We'll kind of see what happens here. And then like I said too as well, when you have these EMAs right here, that doesn't mean it's going to cross, even though we have the momentum down. It doesn't mean this could cross. This could maybe go down a little bit, kind of what we saw over here, how it peaked up, right? But it pushed back down. You could have almost the same concept here, even in the bearish side. You could have this barely peak under and then rip back up. So you got to be careful with those reversals. And like I said, we are technically right around a support area, so you got to be careful with that bounce back. But the play that we are in right now, like I said, we are up. We're currently up $550 on the play. We were just up 700, but the initial post to yesterday that I posted, I think what was yesterday? Wednesday, I think we're up about $800 here. I think I have the screenshot. I have the screenshot in my channel when I was talking about it. And this is another thing too. If I'm ever in a play or in a position, I will always kind of give you a day-by-day update. Not every single day, obviously, but normally a day-by-day update. But you can see right here, like I said, we're at, I think we hit 50. The high I think I saw was like 60%, so about $1,000. I think was what I saw yesterday for the play. So that was a really good play. But like I said, we are up 800 bones on that one. And I told everybody who followed along, you know what I mean? Looks like Him's play is playing out if you follow along. Nothing wrong with taking profits here at 47%. Remember, guys, I normally shoot for 30% on a play, and that's when I start taking profits and stuff like that. So like right now would be a good place to take profits. I wouldn't mind taking profits right here. This would be a great place, honestly. Like I said, anything 30% and above, take it. Take it. That's what I shoot for. 30% is the sweet spot when you're trading for me personally. See, and you can see we're getting a rejection right here. Looks like this little top right here is rejecting. You see? Here, let me draw a little. Let me get my Crayolas out here for you. Start drawing some Crayola lines. Little trend line, her. I don't know if you guys can really kind of see that, but this little blue line, I wonder, I should make this a little thicker, huh? Yeah, make it a little thicker. So you see right here, we got this little top, boom, we rejected. It looks like we're headed lower. So that's what we're looking for, boom. And obviously, you know, like I said, and we're moving up. So I have this for a little bit, a little while. I'm looking to sell 3 contracts at 260. You can see my limit order price here. I set a limit order. So for anybody who's watching, I'm only selling 3. We have 10 contracts, by the way. 10 contracts. I'm only selling 3, so I'm just looking to take a little bit of profit here. You know what I mean? So That's what we're looking for. There's the recap here. Now let's get into a little bit of day trading. I got about 30 minutes here to do some day trading with you guys. Actually, you know what? While I have you guys here, did you guys have any questions? You guys want me to look at anything for you? Explain something to you? Because if not, I'm just going to start rolling into a little bit of day trading here and then looking at the overall market. Actually, you know what? If you guys don't have any questions, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to look at the 6 indices of SPY that I like looking into, which are, I'll pop it up right here for you. So for those who don't know and who are new in here, sorry about that. For people who are new in here and who don't know why I have 6 charts up all the time, well, I'll break it down and explain it to you here pretty soon. I keep these up because these are the main movers here normally of the market of SPY. And I have them all on different time frames. So I have about man, I have probably about like 12 charts that I look at on a regular basis. I know it sounds a little crazy, but really it's not that crazy. It's my own way of trading. So I have my own way that I like to trade. So anyway, just jumping into it. SPY right here on the top left, I have that on a 1-minute time frame. I keep this on a 1-minute time frame because I day trade and I like scalping. So that's exactly what I normally am looking at. And then for all 5 of these other ones, I keep them on a 5-minute time frame. Now I keep these on a 5-minute time frame because I want to see the overall move more accurately on a higher time frame, because higher time frames are more accurate than lower time frames. So for example, if I have a cup and handle in a 1-minute time frame, statistically, yeah, it normally kind of plays out, but the probability isn't as high as you would if it was on a 5-minute or a 15-minute or, you know, anything like that. So the higher it is, the more accurate it is. Now, if I'm on a daily, that's pretty much one of the highest ones that you get. The weekly, forget about it. It's gonna play out. It's like most of the time it will play out. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I keep right here. And now the main indices that make up SPY that hold a major holdings in SPY are Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Meta, and Avago. Now, I think the percentages are a little bit different because they do buy and sell parts of the company all the time. So sometimes they'll get rid of like maybe 1 or 2% of Apple and pick up maybe 1% of Nvidia and then maybe 1% of Microsoft. And then so they kind of slowly rotate in that pattern here. I'll pull it up for you real quick here too, just to show you the percentages. Boom. So these are the top companies that hold up and make up SPY, and you can see that the percentages are right here. Normally it's around 30%. 762 ammo, funny. So you can see that, you know, clearly this is a March of 26 of what companies make up SPY, and they make up around 30, I think like 35% or something, 36%, I don't remember. I wonder if it'll say right here. Yep, top 10 holdings, 36 to 38% of SPY's total assets. Now it's pretty much the same as the Qs. It's just the Qs hold a little bit more of a higher percentage, obviously, per company. But that's why I look at these. So I pick the select ones that I like watching. Obviously, I've had this chart this way for a while now. So probably like since the beginning I've started trading. So I normally keep a lookout for these guys. And I understand that Amazon and Alphabet are more than Broadcom and Meta. But I trade Meta and Broadcom way more than I trade Google or Amazon. I just don't like Google and Amazon. I'm not a trader of them, honestly, personally. They're not my personal favorites. these 5 right here are my personal favorites because the price action normally is way better than you'll see on Google or Amazon. So Meta makes big moves. If you guys ever traded Meta, you can make some serious money trading Meta. Same thing with Broadcom. When Broadcom moves, it moves. You just got to know what you're looking for here. So this is the main reason why I look at SPY, and that's why this is also the main reason why I have the top holdings in here too as well. So I like to keep those readily available so I know exactly what's going on and what's happening within the market, so I can really gauge the direction of where SPY is going. See, so like right now you can clearly see, look at Meta right now, dude. Meta just took off. Look at this rocket. And remember, guys, this is on the 5-minute time frame. So you're looking at big move. Like this is a big move for a 5-minute candle. Huge move. Look at that, from 617 all the way to 622, and it looks like it's riding higher right now. We're pushing higher. So let's see if maybe we can catch. I don't know. This one's a real tough one here. And so yeah, like I said, I look at all these on the higher time frame because I'm looking at the general overall move and direction. So you can clearly see too as well in these 1-minute candles here where we're popping off and where we're heading lower. So you can see Nvidia and Avago and Meta looks like it gave it a little small push right up over here on these couple of candles, and then you can see where it kind of sold off. Microsoft had a nice sell-off right here. This is why you have this big red candle right here. Remember, these are in 5-minute increments, so 10, 15 minutes, or well, technically 10 minutes after open. When was this? Yeah, right around 10 minutes. So these all kind of correlate together right here to match. Same thing with Apple. See, Apple sell-off right there. So they all kind of match within that time frame of the minute. So you kind of see the overall direction. You see the overall patterns. You see what the candles are doing. You see which indice within SPY is pushing it higher. For example, you know, it's going to be pushed higher if Apple is moving up. If Apple's moving up, SPY will most likely kind of move up a little bit. Same thing with Microsoft. So these 3 main ones right here are kind of the ideal push for SPY. The main ones that I personally look at all the time. So do you typically day trade or long trade options? So normally I'm a scalper and a day trader at heart, but I'm also for people who are new here, I also do swing trading. So that's what we're kind of doing here a little bit on our HIMS play. Where'd it go? That's what we're doing on our HIMS play right here. We aren't day trading that one. I have this one until the 26th. So this is technically a swing trade. So anything a couple of weeks out, anything more than like a month, anything more than like 2 to 3 weeks is considered a swing trade. So, and that's what we're doing here. So we're sitting at 600 right now, plus $600 on the play, plus 35%. So like I said, for people, this is the sweet spot. You'll always see, well, at least when I'm trading, I don't know. I mean, everybody's different, okay? Obviously, you have your own game plan, your own set of rules, your own strategies and stuff like that. But for me personally, like I said, 30% is the sweet spot. I normally almost always see 30%, almost always. Every time I trade, it'll at least tap a 30%. Even if it just goes up for a split second, I'm like, oh, there's the 30%. Oh, now it's gone. Now I'm down at like 20%. So I normally do that. 40% of 600 capital used is 240. 4 of 5 days. 4 or 5 days is a very nice income stream and highly attainable. That's right. Front options. That's a great point to make. Yeah, that's right. I do normally scalp 0 DTEs, but I do swing trades as well. If I see a nice good setup like I did for this one, like I said for HIMS, you see how we had that nice setup. I'm still playing this momentum. So this might even come up and test the 50 on the daily here. We might even come up and test right here. And that's It's a little iffy there. So, like I said, it's good to take profits when you see profits. 30%, great place to start. Yesterday, I said even at 47%, 50%, take them, take a couple. There's nothing wrong. Listen, the biggest flex you could ever have, guys, is taking profits, okay? Hands down. And again, you can't go broke from taking profits. I'm dead serious. I mean, you're profitable, you know. Even if it's a couple of dollars. You know, a lot of people like looking for swinging for the fences, dude. They want those home runs. They want those grand slams. Kind of what Front Options was saying. It's better to be consistent, even if it's smaller amounts. See, for me personally, also when I'm trading, I'm not always looking for the dollar amount when I'm trading. The dollar amount doesn't really matter to me because you're not looking to win. You're not really looking to win for the money. What you're looking to do is to just win. Okay? You want to just win. You want to be above what you were before. You want to make sure you're stacking more and more, regardless of the amount. And that's why I like playing percentages. Percentages give you a more accurate interpretation of your play, if that makes any sense at all. It's super accurate. It doesn't matter how much you put in or how little you put in. If the play is up 30%, it's up 30%. Like it's still a win. I don't care if it's $1 to $1,000. A win's a win. And that's how you should be looking at trading, guys. You guys should be looking at trading as winning. I don't care about the dollar amounts. I just want to win. And you know what they say, winners like it on top. I just got my coffee. I ran out of coffee, guys. I don't know what kind of coffee you guys drink, but let me know in the comments below. I drink Black Rifle coffee, 1776. Their coffee is so good. It's so good. It's amazing. All right. Anyway, guys, let's jump into some day trading here really quick. I still got a little bit of time. I only got about 20-ish minutes. So, again, so let me know in the comments below, guys, if you guys wanted me to look into anything for you really quick. I could do that before we start the day trading here. Before I start day trading, a couple of scalps here. I'm looking to make maybe 1 or 2 plays here. Right meow. So if you guys don't, I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'll give you guys a little bit to say something there for you. Pete's coffee is good too. You like Pete's? Dude, I like Pete's. Pete's is good. I agree, Jen. Really good. 8 o'clock coffee for me. Phil, yeah, for sure. Right now I'm drinking the Starbucks. I'm white girling it today because I ran out of my coffee. The only coffee I get normally from Starbucks is that caramel macchiato. Gotta get that quad shot of espresso too. Gotta make sure you get those espresso shots in there. Get that day rolling. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but yeah, oof, man, I love me some coffee. What'd they say on my cup? Have a phenomenal day. Thanks, 9 to 5 work. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I like talking a little bit of guff sometimes. Anyway, all right. So how's that Macy's play looking? Macy's. I don't know what you're talking about. Macy's. Macy's even does Macy's even have a stock? Yeah, M. Maybe you're thinking of somebody else, but I have not played Macy's. It looks disgusting. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. This thing looks absolutely horrendous. Mo did it on the 6th play. Oh yeah, see guys, that's the thing. I don't jump into Mo's plays all the time. I pick and choose when I want to. Just because he puts them out there doesn't mean you have to play him. What's the play for Mo's 6-pack? Here, I'm gonna pull it up. Was this for Mo's was this for the Earner Plus tier members? Or is this for just the regular 6-pack? Because Mo does one for the Plus members as well. He gives that additional membership. So if you guys haven't already and you guys want to upgrade to the Plus, upgrade to the Plus. I got the lifetime memberships and the annual if you don't want to pay monthly. But of course, we do have the monthly as well. Um, Here, and I'm just gonna plug you guys real quick into that uh, little deal if you guys want to upgrade. You can. You know exactly where to find it, guys. I got my digital business card right here on my YouTube page. You can scan the QR code right up here with your phone, bink. Or if you guys are on mobile, you can click in my description right here, my links to financial freedom, because that's exactly what they are. They're links literally to financial freedom. Or you can click on the link right there and it'll pop up right here, and I'll have everything right there for you. The monthly, the yearly, and the lifetime. And then if you guys want, I got the master course options too as well. And you can follow me all on my socials. And if you guys don't have a platform that you have used yet already, you can. I use Robinhood and I use Webull. I have my links down here below. I think for both of them, you can get stock. We both will get stocks for both of them. So Microsoft knocking on the 15-minute EMA on the 5-minute. I bought the 6-pack as just regular stocks. 3 short, 3 long, because I haven't watched the options class yet. Took profits on 3 of them so far. Jen, nice. Yeah, you can definitely play them in shares. I personally don't recommend it. You're going to make a lot more money playing options, but it's an extremely higher risk on it, obviously. So I'm assuming Mo went with a bearish take on this because that's exactly what it looks like to me. And when was that? Monday? So he would have done it this day. Yeah, I'm assuming he went bearish. He went with the put. Looks like it's playing out nicely. He had that small rebound only because the breaking of the Bollinger Band. You only had one breaking, but you had the test here, and it looks like it rejected the 13. So I would make the assumption, which I normally don't. I hate making assumptions. Making assumptions is a terrible way. It's a terrible, terrible thing sometimes. So I would assume, which I don't like doing, that it would continue to head lower. So for Macy's at least. So there's a little breakdown for you there. But you know what? Let's get into SPY right here. All right, so looks like we have the retest of the 50. We broke down. Looks like we came back. We tested the EMAs, tangled up, and now it looks like we're fanning out to bullish momentum. I'm going to risk a put right here. I'm going to see if we can play a double top right here. If you guys see what I'm seeing here. We're going to do a little trend line right here. Man, I got to make these bars thicker. We'll just do a thick. You know how I like it. I like it thick. So boom. Oh, it looks like it already did. Didn't even get up there. It looks like it possibly played this one. Oh, no. All right. I'm going to go for a put right here. We're going to line it up. Here's my option chain. Obviously, we're on the SPY up here above. This is a risky play because the momentum is up. But what I'm looking for is that rejection right here. And it looked like it kind of did. It retested the 5, but it kind of bottle rocketed up. So it makes me a little nervous to even kind of try to jump in there. Let's look at the overall market. And this is also too, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is why also I like looking at the overall market. What is the overall market? Crazy how I already put it up here. That's what I was looking for. It looks bullish actually. So we might, if we break above here, we should get into what Mo likes to call discovery, which is true. Because you're discovering new all-time high. Yeah, look, boom, Apple's ripping up, Microsoft's ripping up. Remember, guys, these are the 5-minute time frames. So it looks like we have bullish momentum still. So I might change my ideas here, but you know what? We're risking it. This is a paper trade, so we're going to go with our analysis here. We're going to go with the analysis. We're going with the analysis. We're going with puts here still. We're going in. We're about to get in. I'm about to get in. All right. I'm in. I bought the 6-pack. Is okay. Showing off 100% plays is a pretty, but 5 plays a month at $500, 100% each isn't paying bills. Everyone knows there's losses in between. Everyone's goal should be consistency. Exactly. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the consistency. Ooh. We're looking for consistency when trading. So it looks like I'm going to get smoked on this play. We'll see. I'm going to give it like 2-3 more candles. I still like the play. Slightly nervous. I'm looking for a rejection overall in the market too as well. I'm looking for this to reject off the 50 again. You have 2 rejections right here. I'm looking for this. Oh, no. Look at this engulfing candle. 5-minute engulfing candle. I don't like that. So looking for a 50 rejection here. Looking to go under. Looking to go under. I'm looking for this to reject back down. So we'll see if we get that. We might not. We might not even get it. So, and this is the risk of day trading, guys. This is what it is. Sometimes, and I know a lot of people out there too, get very sketched out or, you know, get overly emotional. You know what I mean? You get that adrenaline push. You're like, oh man, I don't want to lose, you know, or like, man, I just lost a bunch of money and stuff like that. This is why paper trading is really, really good to start off into kind of gauging what you want. Yeah, see, I don't like that. We're getting out. I'm going to take a loss here. Take that loss. I'm okay with that. Watch it play out how I want. Funny. But as I was saying, paper trading is a great way to take a great ways to take the risk out is to paper trade, kind of what I'm doing. You want to be testing theories out here, and that's why I'm here too as well. We're going to be testing out a bunch of different theories. Like right now, what did we just test? Just to recap again. What was it that I was looking for? I was looking for a double top right here for a rejection. We got in on the poke right here, but guess what? Nope, it pushed up higher. It pushed up higher. And there's nothing wrong with getting out of it, getting out of that play. One, it's going to teach you too as well. Sometimes you got to get in quick and sometimes you got to get out quick. It is what it is. That's what it is when you're day trading sometimes. If you want to minimize risk in real life too as well, when you're using your real money, that's the way to do it. Sometimes you'll burn yourself by getting out too early or too late. But that's the guise of day trading. Like that it is what it is. What you want to do there too as well. A lot of people should be taking notes or just making mental notes too as well to be like, what did I do wrong there? Well, for me, like I said, what did I do wrong? Well, I technically liked the play overall. The overall vision was good, in my opinion, right? It just didn't play out in my favor. Now, I gave it a couple more candles too as well. I gave it about 2 candles, 2-3 candles, and that's pretty much what I'm looking for too. I'm looking for the 2 to 3 candle-ish is normally the sweet spot of to where I'm looking for a confirmation. And then we're going to be looking at the type of candle it is too, right? Those play a huge factor. So for example, this right here, this little hammer candle. This, to me, it looked like it wanted to go down, but the 5 shot it back up. And this is what Mo likes to call a bottle rocket kind of candle. Because guess what? It started off red, and then it finished green as a hammer. And then you have a pretty much, not a full engulfing candle, but pretty much a full engulfing candle. It's a 3/4 engulfing candle. Point being is, it's an engulfing candle. Which means what? We're probably going to continue to head up. So those are a couple little things, but it doesn't always mean that. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds very back and forth. Oh, it means this. Oh, it means that. But that's really what it is. What I'm constantly looking for, I'm looking at both takes here. I'm looking at the bullish take and I'm looking at the bearish take, because you're going to want to see both sides. You're going to want to be able to read the upward motion and the downward motion. What is the candles speaking? What are they saying? What is the chart telling me? What am I reading off of this? Is my analysis correct? You know, stuff like that. And then we use our indicators too, right? Our indicators are just exactly that. They guide us. So for example, MACD right here looks like it's twisting down. We could possibly head back down. See, I was just a little early. See how my vision was there, but my entry was just early. We got in right here, but we still topped out. So if I was a little more patient, we'd probably be a break even right now, if not up $10-ish. So, you know what I mean? It could have still played out. And it looks like there is still some volume down here. You see my VPs? Looks like there still is some volume down here, down to 745.36-ish area. And what does that look like? It looks like this zone right here is an area of support. Now this temporary, and this is another thing that you can look at, guys. This temporary resistance that you see over here, this could now act as a support. It could. So sometimes I like keeping these lines here. I don't normally always keep them there, but yeah, as you can see though, that play would have played out. We were just early, baby. We were just early. And that's all it is. It's just fine tuning your entries and your exits a little bit. This is a prime example. I entered too early. I exited too early. You know, if I would have exited right here, we would have been in money. But normally I'm a little bit more patient when it comes to that. Not always. But let's see if we can catch this momentum down too as well. Let's just jump in. Let's see if we get under the 50. Boom, I'm already in. Let's see the 5 cross the 13. Here comes the 13 test right here. Let's see a rejection down. Remember, I'm in a put right here. I literally just jumped in a put. That's how fast I like trading. I like quick, 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 quick. Don't think about it. Execute, execute, execute. Don't overthink it. You overthink it, you're going to be missing out on some profits, or you're going to be missing out on an entry, yada, 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 yada. So let's see if we can get this momentum down. Let's just get under the 50. It doesn't look like it. This candle closed right on the 50, and it looks like this one engulfed up. So let's wait. We got 20 seconds until next candle. I still think we got that push down. Could be wrong. But it's looking like it. We got the tips. We got the tips touching here, ladies and gentlemen. Got a bunch of tip touchers. All right, here's that next candle right here. We need this rejection. Here we go. I like that. I don't want to see this go up, even though it looks like it will. Remember, guys, the 50 is strong. It's either a major resistance or it's a major support. So you'll normally see it bounce off, or you'll see it sink under. So normally playing the 50 is kind of a 50-50 shot, no pun intended there. All right, looks like we got the 5 crossing the 13 here. Let's just look at SPY on the breadbot. See, got that EMA bearish confirmation. It looks like we're going under. See, and this is another thing here too, guys. My charts are slightly different. My charts are slightly different than all my other ones. I got 3 platforms I use. I use TradingView, Robinhood, and I use Webull. So, and they all have their own different kind of settings, accustomed to what I'm looking at. So, do with that what you will. But it looks like we're going under here. I got that EMA and RSI bearish confirmation here, so it gives me a little more confidence in the play that I just entered. So let's just check out where we are. Boom, it looks like we're up 30 bucks. And it looks like we're heading down. Boom, beautiful. So my exit area, I'm going to get ready to exit here. I'm looking for, well, that was pretty much it. I was looking for this little small wash. I don't think the 5 is going to cross the 50 though. The 50 looks like it's holding up strong, so I might get out here. It looks like we're about to reverse off the 50. I'm going to hold a little while longer, but I'm going to get ready to close. Okay, I'm going to get ready to close here. There's nothing wrong with taking profits here, guys. What's my average price? My average price, I got in at 155. Let's get out. Yeah, here's that reversal, I think, guys. Yeah, let's get out. Nope. Didn't get out fast enough. Got schmiggity smoked on that one. All right, so I got to go to orders. Got to cancel that guy. Brutal. Well, looks like I'm already out, so never mind. Anyway, so this is also an example of what I was talking about earlier too as well on hymns on the daily. So I'm going to use this. This is a great example right here to show you guys. So obviously this is the SPY on the 1 minute, but this correlates to the same thing of what I was talking about on hymns. So you see how the 5 was coming down? We had that 5 cross the 13 in EMA, but we had candles right around the 50, but the 5 didn't cross, it bounced, right? It's the same concept on hymns on the daily. Right here. See how the 5's creeping there? We could easily see this bounce back up, and you can see right here on the daily too, it's starting to turn a little green. So these are patterns that you guys should be locking in and recognizing and seeing and incorporating into your trading, right? Even if it's on a smaller time frame, those smaller time frames could lead into the same thing that a bigger time frame looks like. So that's a prime example right there that we just saw. So boom, see how the 5 came down? It didn't even really necessarily come down. It got really close. Same thing right here. Same concept. If you guys can see that. Anyway, guys, I gotta actually get on getting. I would love to stay, because I love doing this. I love doing this for you guys. Honestly, I do this for the love of the game. I love doing this stuff. This is so much fun trading with you guys, hanging out with you guys, talking with you guys, and getting to know you guys. So, if you guys didn't already, you know about me, you can go see in the Discord, learn about the experts and stuff like that. I can show you the panel here. Where is it? Let's see here. I just like showing everybody. Also, there's a couple of different other things I wanted to show you too with the Discord as well, because we do have a couple of things that we have been kind of working on. So here's the thing called Meet the Experts right here. In the Discord, you can see Meet the Experts, and you can scroll all the way up and meet everybody who's in here, who our experts are. So, Mo, he has his, Miss Mo, Trading Coach, 808 Tensi, Small, me, Permabull, the Tech Goat with Frontin, Crystal, Andrew, everybody's in here, guys. So, you can come in here and learn about us and see what we're about a little bit. And I also have a little meet and greet video here on my YouTube as well, if you guys are ever curious about us, or if you guys have a question like that, you can always click Ask an Expert here and see see what's going down. Ask us any questions you like. Also, here's our other experts that you should check out too as well. They have great content and all that other good stuff. And like I said, if you guys haven't already, and you guys are looking to upgrade, I'm about to be going over just to the Earner Plus tier here pretty soon. So I'd love to take you guys with me on this wonderful journey to financial freedom. And you can do that, like I said, by scanning the QR code right here on my YouTube. Or, like I said, you can click right here in the description and you can click my links to financial freedom. Or if you're just on mobile, you can click right here and it will pop up my digital business card, obviously, with the monthly. And guys, use the code. Use the code. This is mainly for a lot of Discord members here. Also, if you guys are looking to upgrade to the lifetime or the annual, shoot me a DM, message me. and we can talk about, your plans for financial freedom, what you want your future to look like, stuff like that. Also, I got a custom discounted code for you guys specifically for lifetime and earners. Just let me know and I'll give it to you, okay? I don't give that out to everybody. It's really exclusive. Also, we had the master course classes, guys. If you guys haven't already, we got a sick discount. I'm telling you, get in here, get the learning. If you guys already went through the learning library, pretty much what I talked about earlier before, in the Discord, I showed you guys the video of the double bottom, right? The double bottom of what Mo said was a W. I personally don't think that's a W pattern. A W pattern is a little more higher up, but same concepts. But we are running a deal, guys. We're running a deal on the bundles. So if you click on any of the bundles, they're great. We also have did we have the 3 bundle deal? Yeah, 3 bundle deal right here is obviously the best one to get. You got the technical analysis. I highly recommend, even if you just want one of the courses, at least get the technical course, guys. I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. I've taken the technical course and I've taken the options course. I've been lacking a little bit. I haven't taken the crypto course yet. I need to take the crypto course. So I'll do that. But if you guys want the bundle deal, we're slashing that price by half right here. You can see it's normally around 2K. We got it for $199. But guess what, guys? We're running a promo over here. So if you guys come over here and you come to the coupon and you type in code SAVE, boom, hit redeem right here, you're going to get that slashed off $400, bro. You're going to get a triple. You're going to get all 3 of those videos for only $6.99. I'm telling you, it is worth it, guys. It's worth it if you want to take your education serious and your financial freedom seriously. It's worth it. I'm telling you. Get in. Get in. Seriously, don't miss out. And like I said, if you guys don't even want to do that, we do have the class library right here in the Discord. So use it, guys. We have all those tools. We have how many do we got in here? I think like 38 or something like that. 39 lessons. We have 39 lessons in here for everything, from threading the needle, from what Mo looks at, for out of the money, in the money. Now, remember, guys, I consider this like high school level. I consider this like a high school level. The master course classes are like advanced college level type learning stuff. And the environment it creates too as well is just phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. So get in, guys. Get in. Take your education and your financial freedom seriously and join us on this journey, guys. I would love to take you guys along. So like I said, scan the QR code, get my digital business card, and I'll see you guys in the Discord. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you guys in the Discord.